Hi, my name is James Jarvis, and I'm the Executive Director of the American Red Cross's Cape Fear area chapter, and I'm here to talk to you today about hurricane preparedness. So the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season is predicted to be very active, and so we're encouraging you to take some steps now to get prepared. So how do you prepare? First thing you want to do is you want to get a kit, make a plan, and stay informed. So this year we actually want you to prepare two kits. The first kit is your stay-at-home kit. This one you need to be prepared for up to 2 weeks at home. Some of the things you're going to want to have in your kit would include some basic toiletry items. We know these are very important. You want to have batteries, you want to have a flashlight, non-perishable food. You want to make sure that you have the things that your pets are going to be comfortable with. You also want to have disinfectants and cleaning supplies. Very important this year when you're dealing in a COVID environment. You want to have your important documents sealed and prepared. You also want to have water. Water is incredibly important. You want to have 1 gallon per person per day, and you also want to have a 30-day supply of your medications. So that's your stay-at-home kit. Your second kit is your to-go kit. Now, if you have to evacuate, it's a smaller subset of this information or this kit. So you want to have 3 to 7 days worth of materials. You want to have cash on hand in case you encounter ATMs that are closed. You want to make sure that you have a face mask or a face covering for everyone in your family, as well as disinfecting wipes or other things to wipe off surfaces when you go. Also, make sure to bring your pet supplies, very important. If you happen to stay in a shelter, you're going to have the shot record of your pet, so make sure that you bring that. So that's getting a kit. The next thing we want to talk about is making a plan. So your plan this year is going to be slightly different than it might have been in years past. First off, you want to know where you're going to go. Now, if you're going to go to someone's house that is in a high-risk category, then you're going to need to make alternate plans. But know where you're going to go. Start thinking about that now. Next, know how you're going to get there. Chart out a path so you know how to get there a couple of different ways, just in case the main road that you plan to take is closed. And finally, plan for your pets. If it's not safe for you to stay at home to ride out a hurricane, it's not safe for your pets. So please plan to bring them with you and bring the things that are going to make them feel comfortable. And lastly, on making a plan, you want to have your Red Cross free application. So if you go to your Apple Store or anywhere that you get applications, there are a number of free apps. The Hurricane app, for example, will tell you where to find a shelter if you happen to find yourself out on the road and the hotels are closed and they don't have occupancy. You can open up your hurricane or your emergency apps and they'll tell you where the closest Red Cross shelter is. You want to stay informed, and there's a few different ways to do that. One, you want to keep your devices charged. You want to know how and where your emergency management team is going to post information, because when they tell you to evacuate, we encourage you to follow those directions because they're doing it for your safety. But you want to know where they're going to post information so that you know when it's safe to return, and come back only when it's safe to do so. So there's a couple things you can do right now. The first thing we would encourage you to do is go ahead and digitize your important documents. Go ahead and get those saved and uploaded to the cloud, so that way if you have to evacuate in a hurry, you know that they're safe and you can access them. Secondly, take some video or pictures of your important possessions. A lot of times your insurance company is going to ask for documentation as to what was the status of that furniture, TV, whatever the case may be. So go ahead and get pictures of that right now. Know that in a COVID environment, we're going to do our very best to put people into hotels and non-congregate shelters, and only shelter as a last resort. So in the past, if you had relied on your local municipality to provide shelter for you in a storm, we encourage you this year to try to make alternate arrangements if at all possible. The Red Cross will be there when you need us. And if you want to find out more information about how to prepare for a hurricane and everything I talked about here today, you can go to redcross.org/prepare. Thank you.